The Absolute Idiots Podcast.
So long ago.
Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Armand.
And we are
The Absolute Idiots.
Guys, what an exciting episode. We've got our first guest of the year.
Oh shit.
Give a warm, hearty drum roll, please, James.
Why do you sound so unenthusiastic?
I'm so enthusiastic.
You're
though.
like, give a warm
I'm doing a little
drum
bit,
roll.
James. I'm doing a little bit, and you
drum
don't get
roll
it.
For
You don't
our
get it.
guest.
Okay, that's too much. It's Seabass.
Hello.
Hi, Seabass. Hi, Seabass.
Hello.
Hi, Seabass.
You know, I think James was right though. That was really unenthusiastic.
All right. Okay.
Like, you should have gone more like shock jocks to like, hello everybody. Today
Welcome to WWE Rumble. We are in a new studio, I guess you could say.
yeah.
With some new recording equipment. We fired whoever that camera guy was from last time. He was not good. I forget his name.
Started with the J, I think.
No, I think it was like Claude or something. Maybe I'm thinking too much about maybe too much fire on the
Claude
three.
Rodriguez.
Yeah. Today we are talking about one of.
Oh wait, let's get into our sponsor first.
We're doing sponsor
sponsor for the
sponsor
episode.
first. James, would you like to introduce the sponsor?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Today-
I'm gonna introduce it then.
Okay.
All right.
Today, we're getting sponsored by someone you know very dearly and love very much.
It's-
part of all your lives.
It's democracy.
Democracy!
The government has finally gotten to us. They gave us what is it called? They gave us an ultimatum. They said, look,
Oh my God.
we know your LARP and library episode.
Ultimatum.
It had some copyrighted videos from YouTube on it, some audio from those videos. You illegally included audio from Thomas and the Magic Railroad, the movie. And we're gonna put you and James in jail unless you advertise for the 2020 census office.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
you were in that deep, man. I didn't sign up for that.
Oh, you're not going to jail.
Okay.
Unless, let's talk about it later.
Yeah.
The Santa Clara County has job opportunities for everybody in Sunnyvale, California. Oh, that's gonna be difficult for me. And you can get literally the minimum wage is $27 an hour. Minimum wage is
$13?
It's $15.
$15?
That was like a fun quiz, and both of you were like, pop quiz. $15 an hour, so that's how much more?
Almost twice as much?
Yeah.
$12 more.
I prefer almost twice.
Almost twice, and you can
really-
get up to $33 an hour depending on what job you get. There's all sorts of
That's
things.
more than twice my wage.
This is a little too serious, but yeah, and it looks like there's all sorts of people who do it. They have a little black and white picture of all sorts of people who do it, and it looks really diverse, except there are no Asians doing it. So James, do you see an Asian person in there?
No, I do not.
And that's
I'm
me calling out
intentionally-
democracy.
I'm
Andrew Yang
intentionally
dropped out for a
looking for
reason.
them
We're not getting political on this
Oh,
podcast,
okay.
though. Anything else you want to say about this, Seabass? I know you've been working with the 2020 Census Office since you were born.
Yeah.
You were that baby that President Truman kissed.
Ever since I've been one of the recruiting assistants,
Yeah.
which gets paid $33 an hour.
He got paid $33 an hour when he came out of that womb, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So this is it.
That's what you call local grassroots recruiting.
You go to your local birthing station. Birthing station?
What the hell?
Segue into our topic, ladies and gentlemen. Today.
Today!
Do we have any announcements we want to make? Well, guys, we're getting underway with our guest list this week, or this week for this year. Oh, I'm so out of it. You're right. We haven't recorded in a while, ladies and gentlemen. We understand.
I've never done this.
And he's never done this, and James has never done this, and this is my second time recording ever.
In fact, I just came out of the birthing station.
And that's what they call local grassroots recruitment. Yeah, we're undergoing our guest list. We're starting with Seabass for this year, and we really want to get to everybody as soon as possible. We know we've been on hiatus for a couple weeks.
Sorry for all
And,
those that applied months ago.
Yeah, and
and
we
waiting.
haven't been there. But if you're still looking to apply, definitely check out our Twitter, which is I think the
At TAI Podcast.
At
the official TAI Podcast.
I think it's just the
Official
TAI podcast.
Official TAI Podcast.
Well, it's definitely on our SoundCloud. So if you're listening to this, you should be able to access it. Just go to the profile, go to the Twitter, and it should be the pinned tweet on our profile. So if you want to sign up and want to wait another 5 years before you get on this podcast, and I think we do want to do a Q&A. We've been meaning to do Q&A for a while.
Oh yeah, we have one.
So I'm gonna have our wonderful social media
Socialite?
social media assistant, social.
Social
Nadia
media
is gonna
assistant.
do the form for us, and she's gonna put it out, or I might make it. We'll see how that goes.
I think
That's
his chair's
happening.
are lower. I think he's just on a higher chair.
Yeah, I said, man, his chair is literally a good 4 inches above us.
Rob didn't put our IKEA furniture together well. That's one announcement. What's our other announcement? We want to start streaming live on Twitch, video games. James and I.
We're streaming on Mixer, guys. I've never heard a more genuine laugh from him. What the hell?
I was just thinking about how Paladins, like, Paladins, the free Overwatch, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into a different topic. It's Paladins, the free Overwatch.
Spoiler alert! It's the free Overwatch.
Spoiler alert! It's the free Overwatch. And it's really fun. I play it, so if you want to play with me, get ready to play with a bad person. Yeah, it's not fun. I'm a gamer, and so they stream on Mixer, and you get like in-game currency for streaming on Mixer, and they're called Mixer points.
What?
Which is horrendously bad. You have to watch over. I think I tried to calculate it, like 400 hours. I don't know if that's a lot to watch.
I think that's a lot. That's a lot.
Several weeks.
Okay, because I don't watch. I've more recently sort of started watching things on Twitch, but definitely not even for like an hour at a time. I can maybe watch for like 20 minutes and then be like, all right, time to try doing homework, and then I don't do homework.
That's nearly 20 days of straight watching.
But it's okay because you get free cosmetics. I don't even know what we were saying. We want to stream. I think we're going to stream on Twitch probably, or Facebook Gaming Live.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
That is a thing.
People have
Zero exclusively streams on that now. He has a partnership with Facebook.
really.
Zero, the famous
Yeah.
basketball
Oh
player.
wow.
Yeah, isn't that epic?
That's awesome.
What are we talking about? So we want to do that. We're going to
So-
start with James's favorite game ever of all time, Spelunky.
Yeah.
And I'm going to suck at it, but it's going to be really, really fun.
gonna
I'm
be
very
awesome.
excited. And I don't know if we're doing that next week. James and I are both pretty busy with respective movies that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I'm kind
yeah,
of.
definitely check out James. You want to plug your movie right now?
Yeah, I'm playing Jackie Chan is Another Asian Part 3. It's the story of racial discrimination.
That's great. And I'm going to be in the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse live action movie. I'm playing Pluto. So.
And I'm actually gonna be in your house tonight, so don't bother looking for me. You won't find me.
Moving on to our topic. Great segue, Seabass, with your your current movie. We are talking today about...
exclusivity contracts that take streamers away from Twitch.
Oh fuck! What's happening? No, don't call Dennis.
No, we're actually
Speaking
calling
of which, I was playing Uno last night, and
You were playing Uno
I was
last
playing Uno last night, and the Dennis wildcard from my
that
that originally was an Uno wildcard thing, so I called him like 4 times last night, and I was like, hey, like, who are you gonna? And okay, listen,
Uno custom wildcards. Yeah, we've discussed these.
And
Two.
so
yes,
that was the inspiration for my card game. My card game coming soon in 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, but so we were playing Uno last night. My mom was playing with us, and she drew the Dennis wild card. She played it, and so I called Dennis, and I was like, "Listen, the options are my brother, me, and my mother. Gary had already won at this point, and he was
Gary
like,
was at your house.
yeah, it's not crazy.
really
and
fun.
Gary was like, it's not that crazy actually. And Gary was like, oh no, Dennis was on the phone, and he was having a great time that night. That's all I'll say about his state of mind. He sits there and he repeats all the options back, and he goes, wow, I think out of those options, I gotta pick your mom. He goes, and his reasoning was very epic. He goes, I just never had that option to choose before. And I was like, great, fine. And I lost that game.
Oh.
But my mom ultimately lost because the Dennis wild card, you instantly lose the game.
Wow, out of those options, I gotta pick your mom. Dennis, 2020.
That's what I was thinking.
Collins quotes right now.
I know. So, Jesus. Today's topic is darkness. And Darkness and more specifically irrational fears / Sebastian's going to be in your house tonight. Don't even bother looking for him 2020.
2020. This is different than the 2019 brand, where I was always specifically underneath your bed. I can now go anywhere in your house.
It's just a little, it's an overdone cliche now. Yeah. I mean, you got to be just anywhere in the house at any time. That man walked by and looked away and he was like, bless America. So I'll open it up to the table. This is awesome with this mic right in front of me. like a video game announcer. What? Guys, have either of you ever been afraid of the dark?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, first of all, I'd
See,
like
that's
to
how.
thank you
never?
for opening up the table. It was really cramped in there.
This IKEA table. By the way, shout out to IKEA.
They actually don't have anything to do with this video, but goddamn, we love them.
Shout out to them.
IKEA, if you're listening,
please sponsor us.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow, you were thinking what I was thinking.
No, I wasn't.
Oh my god.
CS, do you want to talk about your lack of fear of the dark first? Because I think that's crazy that you were never afraid of the dark.
Yeah, no, man.
Spoiler alert, I was afraid of the dark. Go ahead.
The dark is chill. I honestly prefer being in the dark to any place else. I think there's one horror short which really summed it up. It's just turning on and off the light, and like, oh no, I'm scared, let me turn it back on, and then, oh, I can go to sleep now because no monsters are gonna be there. And then the monster show, so it was like, oh, thank God you turned the light on. I couldn't find you, man. Where have you been?
I don't know, James.
Okay, well.
Is this going to be a little debate podcast?
Yes.
That's kind of fun. Go ahead, James.
Okay, when people bring up a fear of the dark, two main things come up in my head. So, a little side tangent, first of all. So, you know on the Wii, how, like...
Good start to rational.
I like this. Good, let's continue.
You know how on the Wii, there's... I don't remember what channel it was, but you could... There's this specific channel, and you could tune in, and you'd watch, like, all these, like, Nintendo videos on it.
I don't.
Oh, well... Too bad.
No, I don't recall it either. I have a Wii, yeah. I have a Wii.
I have a Wii too.
It's now defunct.
Did you have the white or black edition?
I had
or red. They also came in red.
I
did
not
you?
Red.
Yes.
Wow.
The red ones came with New Super Mario Bros. Wii for free.
Oh, I know that. Yes. Mine
I
came
have
with
a
Wii Sports and Wii
black
Sports
Wii.
Resort for free.
Me too.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I had a white Wii and it also came.
Oh, dude, stop that. Black Wii.
Black Wii.
All right.
Yes. Okay, that's racist. Okay. But yeah, there's this channel where you could just. I think it was like the broadcast channel, something like that. Basically,
okay, then maybe I know what you're
basically you could just watch videos like made by Nintendo advertising like different Nintendo products, right? And I remember I really liked going on there because I had Super Mario Galaxy 2, and there were a bunch of like tips and tricks videos for Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's actually where I first learned the infinite life trick for the first time ever.
Nintendo showed that?
Nintendo showed me that. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember the memory very specifically. There were two casters. There was this guy and this girl that were just talking about Super Mario Galaxy 2.
You know what I mean, fellas? Valentine's Day just passed. We're gonna do a Valentine's Day episode soon, guys.
Yeah, when Valentine's Day hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we get there.
Once Valentine's Day 2025 happens.
Yeah.
Go ahead, James.
Yeah, and
you're talking about a girl and a guy.
They were talking about something. I don't remember what, but suddenly
probably
like, it
sex.
cuts.
Yeah.
It cuts this other section where this like.
Oh dear. My mom. Shout out to my mom. Everyone in the comments, shout out to my mom. Shout out to me cutting James off.
Yeah.
That's like 90% of your videos.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's this podcast.
Yeah.
So there's this shady. It cuts to this shady looking guy. It's like, hey, you want to know a little trick? And then it just showed you. What is this?
I'm raising my hand so I don't cut you off.
Okay.
This is a separate guy from the guy and the girl caster, like the shady guy.
I think it was just the guy, but like dressed shady. I can't remember for sure.
This was his alter ego.
Alter ego, shady video game tips. Sorry, James, go continue.
But yeah, so one day I was watching these guys because I loved them. They were fantastic, and they were showing off this horror game And at the time, you know, I was a young, impressionable lad, so horror really freaked me out. If I saw some horror, I'd be like, it's gonna happen to me now. So basically, the premise with this game was you're this guy. I think he's like trapped in a high school or something, and his like girlfriend died or something. And basically, you had to navigate out of the high school by turning. It was a puzzle game, and you had to navigate like outside of the high school to the outside air. And it was like a dark, creepy, decrepit high school. And
versus like a nice clean
versus
high school.
versus gun high school.
Gun high school.
Wait, actually, I think that is a dark. Never mind.
Separate podcast.
But you'd have to turn on lights to like you'd have to turn on specific lights to avoid like being in the dark. And if you like accidentally stepped in the dark, like the ghost of your girlfriend would like kill you.
Oh my god.
And so you had to like navigate your way through this school by turning on specific lights and turning off other specific lights, and like just stepping in the right places.
Okay.
And that was like that really made me like, oh shoot, I cannot be in the dark ever, otherwise I'll die.
You know what? You know what I really get out of that though is that Nintendo is sexist. Why is the girl the villain? Why did the girl die?
I don't know.
Is she weaker than the?
Okay, this is like a.
This is too much.
I had nothing to say to that.
Look, this is like a 5-second long memory. I did not have that many details for you,
So we're
sir.
immediately gonna go into the sexism surrounding it. Shout outs to sexism.
Shoutouts to
You want to
Nintendo.
talk about your fear of the dark?
My fear of the dark. I've always kind of been a bit of a scaredy cat. I'm not going to lie. I'm a tough guy, but yeah, I don't like horror movies. I don't like horror games. I used to be afraid of Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, talking dogs, man, they're terrifying.
Not that talking about, there was like one monster that like, it was like my first time watching Scooby-Doo. And we were watching it on a big old TV. And this like, there was just some monster that freaked me the fuck out. And I could not sleep properly for like months after that. Like, not even an exaggeration, like really months. Yeah, nighttime used to be horrible for me. Recently I found out that like, it's less of like the actual thing that's happening and usually the music, which is weird, right?
The ambiance.
Yeah, it's the ambiance and the music that gets me. Like, I watched a horror movie completely, like, no sound, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, this is an epic, epic film, well made. And then I just listened to the soundtrack, and it freaked me the fuck out, because I was like, and that was when I couldn't sleep, which is, I don't know if that's bizarre or not, but like,
Audio has a lot to do with horror.
but that's what I'm more afraid. Like the game, what's it called? Is it Hello Neighbor?
Oh,
Hello Neighbor.
Is that the game? Is that
The one where he
It's a
adapts
game.
to find your...
Yeah, no, the Hello Neighbor. That game is super cool. And I love watching people play it, but I don't like the music. Freaks me out. The guy staring at you in the window, fine, normal thing for me. But the music is what you guys did not react to that like that.
I did.
I know, but you kind of were like, oh wait, no, I understand. It's like the music, because that game is fantastically sound designed. Especially recently that I've been more into like sound design for movies and things and games. Is that like, it's a fucking creepy ambiance and ambiance is such a good word. Wow, I like that word. I'm gonna use that like 400. Take a shot every time I say ambiance, guys, for the rest of this
Oh boy.
episode.
Oh no.
But no, it's so horrific.
Yeah.
The premise of the game is silly, to be honest. It's a man in like
It's a man.
bright yellow and blue. He looks.
His house is possibly 7 stories if you count the roller coaster on top of it.
Yeah, and he's like. He looks dumb. He looks like a pizza chef that hasn't slept in like 4 weeks. Like, he looks like the guy on your pizza box when you get the pizza, but he just opened his eyes wider or something, or he decided, I'm going to stop blinking after this day. You know, he just, it's not that scary. You know, the concept of somebody breaking into your house, or because you're breaking into his house. And what did Matt Pat say? His kids died and he's, goat Satan is helping him get him back? Like, what is there's no, actually now I want to know the lore.
Yeah, I don't.
Those Matt Pat videos about Hello Neighbor were kind of the bee's knees, let me just tell you.
Okay.
But yes,
That's another topic.
That's another topic.
I've been afraid of the dark for a little while. I'm not giving Game 3 tons of credit. I'm just saying Hello Neighbor and the lore implications behind it were very interesting to me.
It's very biblical.
Very biblical. Yeah. Wasn't there something on his mug in one of the pictures that they were just like,
And
Bible,
it was just
Bible,
Jesus
Bible.
Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it was specifically like a lot of Satan references in his
Yeah.
in his house. That tasted like hot sauce.
Unnecessary information.
Sebastian, what if you're not scared of, I'm gonna hit you with the ultimatum here. Take a shot every time we see ultimatum. So, I'm gonna hit you with the ultimatum. If you're not afraid of the dark / horror movies / the man in Hello Neighbor who looks like the guy on your pizza box, but he decided to dress up like a balloon animal, what is your biggest fear?
I, believe it or not, actually do have a phobia.
Of?
Poopophobia, the fear of puppets, dolls, and animatronics.
I thought it was gonna be the fear of poop.
Um,
Wow. So like the Muppets is horrific.
no.
Yeah.
Like those guys are fine.
Like
It's
Five Nights at Freddy's.
closer to that, yeah. Things that just don't seem. Things that could easily be alive but are not.
Like that doll in Toy Story 4.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, that shit was horrific. Not specifically the girl, just the weird Vincent people. Were horrifying. Have you seen Toy Story?
Shout outs to anybody named Vincent. We hate you.
Shout out to any puppets named Vincent. Wow. So, but like,
you know how everyone has different responses to like fear?
yes.
Like there's fight, there's flight. Sometimes people
You poop.
people shit their pants.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't do anything. And only once in my life have I ever just been at that point where I cannot breathe right now. This is
Is it
terrifying
like-
me. And it was literally while I was watching a Markiplier Let's Play.
Oh.
He was playing, what is it even called? Painted Life or something.
Painted. I've never heard of that.
It's not called Painted Life. I don't remember what it's actually called. And it was in a room, your camera is slowly spinning around in a child's bedroom as more and more dolls are appearing and facing you. Sometimes
that's
there's
horrifying.
giant ones. And I'm watching this grown man be like, oh, this is scary, and I'm legitimately just breathless.
Oh,
like,
wowza.
Oh, please end. Please end. Please end. I can't press forward, I'm just
So, but it's
still. Like normally my reaction to fear is, that's awesome. But like you guys saw me at
Halloween Haunt.
Halloween Haunt.
Yeah.
I loved everything about
You
it.
did.
Even when I got slightly jump scared, I'd be like, oh, they got me. That's awesome.
No, I know. It's.
But
I mean, Halloween Haunt. Shout out to Halloween Haunt.
Shout out to Halloween Haunt.
Sponsor
and their
us.
strobe lights.
There's that's where I found out I'm half epileptic. Which I still like that my response after I got out of the hospital. So shout out. We're gonna segue to an epic story about Armand.
Yeah,
Shout
Keep
out
talking
to
about that.
interrupting
Shout
Sebastian.
outs to Armand interrupting everybody. We were at
Halloween Haunt.
Halloween
Halloween
Haunt.
Haunt.
I almost said haunted haunt, but that's
Haunted Haunt.
Because I was trying to think of. I was thinking of haunted house and Halloween Haunt.
That sounds like a
we went to
backstory
Halloween
for a
Haunt
movie.
for
Like some poor ghost is haunted by another ghost.
the afterlife, but the afterlife.
I think
The
there's a-
afterlife.
I think there's a Cyanide and Happiness short about that.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, there definitely is. There's
I
kind of a
believe it,
sign
yeah.
of happiness short about everything.
Yeah.
there really is.
What were we saying? Oh, so we were saying Seabass, but now we're gonna say Armand.
Okay.
We were at Halloween Haunt, the three of us, and we had some other unimportant people. I'm just kidding. We had Annie, Leonard, and an unimportant person with us, and
Michelle Leonard.
Yeah, Michelle Leonard. But she's not the unimportant person. Didn't Callie come with us?
Callie was with us.
Yeah,
No,
I was trying to make
she
her the
did
unimportant
not.
person.
What?
No, she did.
Mm.
I remember because every time Callie was in a group, every time Callie was in a hug, I would force it into a group hug, and that was the
No.
bit for the night for me.
No, that was a different night.
Oh, okay.
Oh. You're right. That wasn't Callie. That was that hooker we picked.
It was the one dancer I
Oh
really
wait,
liked.
same person.
Okay, moving on.
James is fully like reaching over and grabbing me right now, like full on. Let's get to my story. We are so sidetracked. We went into a haunted house.
This is the segue.
We went into a haunted
episode.
house. And I'm a scaredy cat, so most of this stuff is
Tooth Fairy
horrifying.
haunted house.
Yeah, the Tooth Fairy, which was not that scary. It was a little more like
It was very a body horror.
It was very sickening. Like I was more like nauseous at times than like frightened. There was some point that somebody tried to was
She said, "God bless America."
I know she looked in and she was like, "Fuck," or whatever that is. No, somebody came up to me and like tried to reach towards my face, and they weren't actually going to touch me, but I like
moved forward into their hand.
No, I like ducked like out of the way of it, but then they moved their hand like in a way that if I moved normally, they would have not hit me. But then they just kind of like brushed over my head, and I was like, "Weird, don't do that." And I thought she did it on purpose. Then I quickly realized that it was totally not on purpose. No, but what happened was we went to this sort of. Oh, too loud. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Our recording agents are telling us to be a little less loud.
Yeah, the studio's not
The studio is not approving. And so we were.
What?
You see those two Minecraft gamers? I'm trying to tell this story. It's so hard. I know. And so we were walking.
This episode, and Armand interrupts himself.
we were. It was me and Annie Leonard. Everyone else had kind of gone forward already, and mostly because Annie Leonard and I were checking out one part of the house that we thought was really cool and well built. And
it's not all you're checking out.
It's
Minecraft gamers.
Stop having the exact same reaction.
That's all this podcast is there's two people, they are the same brain. That's it. But now there's three people and they have the same brain. Basically,
Nope.
How long is it going to take me to read it? This is like the library episode. And it's never going to get anywhere.
It's literally the.
Because there's nothing funny about this. It was just like, I learned that Anyway, we went, there was a small tunnel that you had to crawl through, and there were strobe lights in it, and I tried to crawl in there, and then I, like, fainted for 2 seconds, and then got back up, and I was like, I can't walk through there. So I closed my eyes and crawled through there as Annie Leonard guided me. And that's how I learned that I'm partially claustrophobic and partially epileptic. And I did not go in any more haunted houses so that I wouldn't fall over.
So anyway,
I was hoping we could. I was seeing how long
we could drag that out. No, we're done with that.
no.
Sebastian, you were talking about
something.
Reactions to fear is what I was on.
Oh, you were talking about Markiplier.
Markiplier. No,
I
he
used
was
to watch
passionate.
a lot of
Wait,
Markiplier.
And did you get freaked out
I
by his
know.
large face?
I only usually like watch his FNAF videos when he did the like the 2020s.
So you're chill with like
420.
FNAF. That's like.
Well, I used to like when I was first like watching FNAF, like obviously it's like a new thing, and like the jump scares were very scary because they were like ah! And then
We'll just say it was a sneeze.
yeah, and so like it scared me at first, but after a while, like just watching.
After a while, you grew up.
No, I never did that actually. Yeah.
Is that why you're bald?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just like
we did discuss. He just came straight from the birthing
It's
stage.
like a Benjamin Button situation, you know? It's like birth like in like 400 years. Sorry, go on. That's what I'm afraid of, really.
yeah. After a while, those jump
And
scares
one of
just
these
got.
days you'll just be birthed and you'll be way too old.
Yeah. Something I worry about a lot. Now, Dennis is calling you back. Did you see
What the
that?
fuck? You know what? 2 guests on this episode.
Oh, wow.
Not me.
Hi,
Oh,
Dennis.
Hey, what's up?
I have just one question for you. Are you ready for this Sunday night? I said, are you ready for this Sunday night? Yes! You've been pranked by the absolute idiots.
Hi.
That was the whole prank call.
That was interesting.
Contact us if you want us to prank call somebody on our podcast. We would love to do that.
Add it to the Q&A, man.
Add it to the Q&A. The Q&A is going to be a list of questions and requests to...
No,
Prank call
for every
people.
question, you have to call a person that asks you it. And
It's like a
Can you say
radio
it out
show.
loud? Yeah, it's like a radio show. James, you were saying about FNAF.
Yeah.
Yeah. After a while, just it kind of made me like it was.
Turn on.
That's when I found out I was a furry.
Nope, that's it. We're ending the podcast there.
All right, cool.
James, do you want to tell us about the furry life?
So don't get into vor ever. That's all I have to say.
Damn it.
Can you, now we're gonna continue the 5 minutes of furry.
Yeah, it was a pretty important thing for me to do because like now I'm kind of immune to jump scares because it's just
Really?
like jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. Now it's just like, ew.
I kind of feel that too. More in like movies. Again, I don't watch horror movies, but like regular movies when they try to be really scary with a jump scare, I go, jump scare, and then jump scare happens, and I go, and then everyone in front of me is pissing their pants because I always watch movies behind people.
What?
Never mind.
What?
I don't know.
I always said towards the back of the room. It's better to just be.
No, I always watch movies above people.
Are you like suspended from the ceiling, like spy style?
You're high class.
Yeah.
I always wonder if being suspended from the ceiling like that by the waist hurts.
No, because you have the suspension build around you
Oh.
in case, so it disperses the.
See, my dumbass was just thinking like a hoop around your waist, and you're like hanging there. You're like,
Yeah, that would be uncomfortable.
yeah.
You were talking about something.
Was I?
You were in the middle of something that I really wanted to hear about, and then I, of course, ruined it.
I was doing the fear reactions things. I said pretty much everything there was to say. Because like some people run away, some people fight,
Yeah.
some people laugh maniacally, and very rarely some people just lose all action.
That's called being scared shitless. Actually, that's called when you can't poop and you're
No,
scared.
exactly, scared shitless.
Yes. Wow, that's actually a logical thing to say.
Well,
Shit. Shit. James, Seabass isn't afraid of anything except puppets. What about you?
More stories about darkness. One time I was watching this Curious George episode.
Wow. Did not think that was where that was going to go.
I
I have a fun story about Curious George for later.
Oh God.
What
What did he do to you
No,
guys?
nothing to me.
So I remember the plot of this episode actually pretty well. So like, you know how like the man in the
Shout
hat.
out to Curious George.
Yeah, shout out to Curious George. You know how the man in the
I shouldn't
hat.
apply
lived-
any
Man
audio.
in the yellow hat.
Man in the yellow hat. Sorry. Also yellow suit. Oh, yellow.
We don't care about this.
Yeah, but we only
He's the
talk
man
about
in
the
the
Yellow
hat.
skin.
Can we also talk about how, for like episodes where they went to like different places, like there was one episode where they went to Antarctica, he just had a yellow parka and hat, or like a safari, he had a yellow safari suit. Like, that man coordinates.
Yeah.
And he was kind of attractive.
So was the monkey.
I mean, we already discussed he's a furry. We know. We
Okay. Anyways, so this
Some
episode.
people find out they're furries. You don't look at Curious George and you go, that's what I'm attracted to.
Well, so the,
we found out through FNAF. Has some more realizations in his life.
I'm
sorry.
this episode, they were not in their little apartment complex. However, they did go out to the little farmland where like their cousins lived or something. I don't know.
Hey, they have a house over there.
Yeah. Oh, their house or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
They went out to the little farmland, and Curious George was staying there, and then he was he was just tucked into bed, right? And then the man in the yellow hat was like turned off the light, and then suddenly all these things appeared all over his room.
Oh, I
Is
kind
this-
of remember this.
Is this the Halloween special with the squirrel who stole people's heads?
No.
Oh.
No,
I think this was just a normal
this was just a normal episode.
but the moral of the story was being afraid of the dark is stupid.
Yeah.
Um,
And then the man
It's
in
not.
the
You can be afraid of the dark.
yeah. And then
For
the
anyone who needs to
monkey
hear that.
the monkey went like ee, and then like the guy was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And he was like ee. And then
And that's when the man realized he's a fucking monkey.
and he turned on the light, and all the monsters happened to just be like a stand with the hat. And that's it. That was the whole story. Also, another time, we were doing this theater thing in what was it, 7th grade, I think. We were doing this theater thing. Oh wow! Buy that for
He's
your.
not that attractive. I remember.
I mean,
him
if you
very
look at
correctly.
the Tarzan style, it's not that
Aw.
bad.
No, this is from an episode.
Buy that for your significant
Oh,
other on
God.
Valentine's Day.
Why are his eyes red?
I see the monster.
The monster with the yellow
We're
head.
looking at a epic monster with the yellow hat. It's just like a creepy pasta about why does George look even more scary though? Sorry, but you were saying, James.
Yes. Yeah. Basically, we were doing a theater thing, and we had to make like a little like 5-minute short horror flick.
And it was that Curious George episode.
It was exactly that Curious George episode. No, we did the thing. I don't even remember what the hell we did.
The horror movie, The Thing, which I watched, and it's good. I like it.
Oh yeah, the more recent one or the?
No, the older one.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
much
Actually,
I've
we did
not
it.
watched the recent one.
Yeah, but
The horror movie.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't remember what our specific group did for
Our specific group, the horror movie.
for our project.
You thought I wasn't gonna milk that joke again. You were wrong.
At the end of the project, we watched a horror film. And I was like,
In theater?
No, like in a garage.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said this was a theater exercise.
Well, it
So
was like,
make a video.
yeah, that was the
Oh.
theater exercise. And
Okay.
then at the end of the project, we watched this like movie
Oh, for fun.
for fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they like forced you to do it. I was like, why?
No. And I was like,
what if you get scared?
well, yes, get scared. I did. I was like, I don't really like horror. I probably don't want to watch this. But I was like, it's not really worth like doing anything else. I might as well just watch the movie. And so the movie wasn't even that scary now that I think back on it. The main premise of the story was that these aliens were invading Earth, except these were like super creepy shadow aliens. And so they basically haunt one house at a time, and like they select one child victim to kill.
Oh, is this the
or
thing you were
abduct.
telling me about?
I think
With
so.
the drawing? that
Yeah,
goes-
yeah.
I'm out of the loop.
You're about to hear it. It's kind
You're
of
about to
creepy.
understand. So they select like they go into like a familial home with a nice family, nice uptight family.
Which is
And
like a family going through some shit. Like divorced families? No,
No.
that will not work out. You're safe, actually.
and they select like one of their children to basically abduct or kill? Question mark? I don't know. But
Why not both?
maybe it's
Abduct
both.
and kill. It's
Abduct
easier.
and kill. So they select one child, and throughout the movie, basically the family gets like all these like supernatural signs, like one night all their alarms go off at once from all over the house, and they call the alarm company, and they're like
The alarm company? I've never heard of that. That's not a thing. That's an unrealistic part of this movie. The alarm company? Hello, alarm company.
Yeah, I know you put the alarms on our clocks, phones from all the different brands.
Is that like the little signs that you see in people's yards that they're like, this house?
No, not like that kind. Like okay, so like this company like installed all the alarms, and when the alarms all went off,
Wasn't this an old movie you said?
no.
Oh, never mind.
This was like pretty recent. They called the alarm company like, where did the intruder come in from? And they're like, every alarm got tripped at once. And they're like, huh?
Which just means that you've been stormed by a gang.
yeah,
Or your alarm has been hacked. Why did the alarm
by
company...
aliens.
Why did the alarm company get so confused? They were like, there's no possible way. Yes, there is. I bet you guys could do it accidentally.
Yeah, and they get more creepy stuff. Like all their family photos get replaced by creepier family photos. All these like there's one creepy scene where there was like a flock of birds flying, and then suddenly they just like pelt a window that like some guy or one of the kids was studying at. They just kamikaze the window, and it's like not fun.
And he gets covered in blood.
And it was covered in blood, yeah. And what else happened? They had like these creepy dreams. I don't really remember what happened to them, except they were creepy.
This is freaking me out just hearing about it. Jeez.
Okay, so I'll admit, I thought you started to say you were filming this.
No.
I was like, holy shit, that's some high
This is
quality
not-
high school filming.
You
we
should
made.
film that, though. That's good. That's a great movie idea, James.
Yeah, maybe I should. And I could make a lot of money.
I'd probably lose a lot in the lawsuits.
and
Shout out to the government suing us.
yeah, like he was saying, one of the creepy parts was like the kids like just doing some drawings, and like one of the drawings was like like the family on one side, and like on the other side there's like this Slender Man looking figure, and like he was like taking the child away by the hand.
I hate that so much.
Yeah, and there's just like other. It was kind of like just like in Slender Man there are those like child drawings. It was basically just like that. Maybe Slender Man sue.
Maybe it was a movie about Slender Man.
It's not about Slender Man. It's about aliens. I'm sure.
Did that Slender Man movie ever actually happen?
There's a Slender Man movie?
I remember there was going to be one. I don't know.
I know there was
actually
going to be
happened.
one. I don't think
When are we getting the
Minecraft movie.
Minecraft? What's the guy that I like, but he's not
FNAF movie.
real? No, the guy that is not real that I cried about. Hero Brian movie.
I'm sure you could find some.
Still mad about Hero Brian not being real.
Did you see that episode?
Did you listen to that episode where I thought Hero Brian was real?
I did not see that.
Yeah.
He thought Hero Brian was real. It was very sad.
From now on, if you want to be a guest, you have to listen to every single episode.
Yeah. If not,
We are not.
we are
joking.
publicly ecology.
What?
Okay.
What?
Sorry, that man that passed by had a device that messed up my vocal cords.
He's sabotaging us.
I guess we're never coming back to this studio again.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing, Rob.
Uh,
The robot from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He put this studio together.
and at the end of the movie, the twist was that there were two children actually. There was a younger one and there was an older one.
That was the twist. They actually had two
They
children.
actually had two
They
children.
were like, I thought you wore a condom.
So they,
He went, they're only 99% effective. Our child is the 1%.
wow, that's awesome. You're part of the 1%. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Alright, go on.
It'd be a super big twist if they like took an unborn child, like the mother was pregnant the whole.
No, that's not. That would be an interesting twist, but I don't know how they would pull
The
that
movie
off.
was not that intelligent.
She became unpregnant and the child was gone.
That's pretty good, actually. You should make movies.
No, I shouldn't.
Oh,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
believe you.
So the younger one was like the one drawing all these creepy drawings. But then towards the end of the movie, like the older one was playing around with his friend in the forest. Never something you should do.
Especially if your house is being attacked by aliens.
Yeah. And he gets into this clearing and like loses the other friend. And like there's like a flash of light. And then the next scene is him waking up in the hospital with his like burn marks all over his skin.
That's not
And
that scary.
And like, and they were like, "What did you do to my son?" And he like beats up the other dad or whatever.
The friend?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
What do you think? His friend had like a blowtorch?
Yeah, maybe.
He was like, let's try
Like
this
a-
out on your arm.
Flash grenade on your skin.
Yeah.
Flame on!
And
Nobody
finally, at the end of the movie, the climax of the movie was they like bought an aggressive dog. They like bought some guns. They shuttered up their home, and they're like, "We're ready for you, aliens."
Wow, this is a patriotic movie.
Yeah, exactly. And then the doors like shake and like they're TV staticky, and then the aliens like bust through the door. Except the aliens are invisible Slendermen, so you can't see the aliens. So they keep shooting them. Then they
Does everybody get a gun?
maybe not, probably not. I don't remember.
Aliens didn't.
And so the big twist of the movie, they abduct the older child, not the younger child that we thought they were gonna abduct the whole time. And then there was an after credit scene where
That's the twist. That's it.
that was
That was the twist, yeah.
That was the twist. Yeah. At the end of the movie, there was another twist though. After the after credits scene. So throughout the movie, the two children were seen communicating through these like walkie-talkies, like toy walkie-talkies, and like.
And it was all just them making it up so that the older kid could run away.
No, he still has the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, he still has the walkie-talkie on like the alien spaceship or whatever, and he's like, hello, come in. Or they're gonna move out, and they're like sorting through all their toys, and the younger kid finds the walkie-talkie and like turns it on. It's like hello, and like
Where are the aliens camping
I
out?
don't
Next door?
fucking
What
know.
the fuck? Like, how does it work?
apparently their spaceship is still like over top
No,
their house
I
or
mean-
some shit.
Next door, it makes sense because he said they're going house by house.
No, they're not going house by house. They're
Just one house
There's
at a time.
no,
One
a
house.
walkie-talkie doesn't even work that well in.
The same room.
Yeah, like.
Okay, but first of all, it doesn't mean it. If this kid has been abducted, why is he not being monitored like 20? How does he have the time to like?
How does he have the walkie-talkie?
How does he have the walkie-talkie? First of all, second of all, how does he have?
I'm with you here, but I'm trying to keep that energy.
Sorry. Second of all, how does he have like a? Because he says like, hello, like obviously like he's not like being like probed by the aliens or whatever, because he's like, hello, and like. So how does he have the walkie-talkie, have a spare moment, not with the aliens that abducted him, to like be able to speak to this kid? And three, like what a huge coincidence this is that they're just like, this is weeks later. Or like maybe it might have even said months later, I don't even know.
Yeah, and they find the walkie-talkie at the same time?
They find the walkie-talkie at the same goddamn time.
And he's like, oh shit, I should probably use this.
Yeah, and then the other kid just happens to have the walkie-talkie at a spare moment when he's not being probed by goddamn aliens. Anyways.
The horror part of this movie is you watch it with somebody like James, and then you have to drive them home afterwards. That whole spiel. And then at the very end, when you finally drop them off, and they continue for another 3 minutes, you go, yeah. All right, good night, man.
Anyways, what I was trying to say is for months after that, I could not sleep very well.
Because you were thinking about the walkie-talkie debacle.
Yeah, that and I thought aliens were coming in the dark to abduct me. But it's okay.
I mean, that movie set themselves up for a sequel.
It did.
Not a horror sequel, it's an action sequel, breaking the brother out from the
Imagine
aliens.
like a trilogy, but it's just like...
Different genre each
Like
time.
the last one is like the aliens fall in love with each other.
The third ending of the trilogy is a romance.
Yeah, exactly.
Horror, action, romance.
So the movie's a
That
porno.
makes even less sense. That's not a movie genre, is
It
it?
can be if you want to.
I wouldn't recommend it for that.
Is that what the
trilogy.
sausage party was then?
Yeah.
Why did that movie exist?
Why? Okay. Why no, like... Actually, we're not going to say that on live television. That's not appropriate for children.
Good thing we're not on live television.
13 or under.
It's a live podcast.
No, we are.
Oh. Oh, shit.
That's why we have this thing filmed, is the thing. Seabass is also afraid of cameras.
Seabass just jumped into the trapdoor and now he's going to get eaten by our aliens that we have in our basement.
The shadow ones.
The shadow ones.
But they let you keep a walkie-talkie, so we should still be able to hear him. See, listen. I think
Hello?
But there it is.
Hello?
The walkie-talkie that we have in the room. And Seabass is re-entered.
He escaped from the aliens.
Good thing we had that walkie-talkie here.
Yeah.
No worries. Glad you escaped from those aliens. Can you describe them to us? This is a news interview now.
Luckily, they did not look like puppets, so it was perfectly unfrightening for me.
They totally messed it up. They were like, he's afraid of alligators, right? They're like, I don't know, Rob the alien. And, Bob the alien was like, nah, it's alligators.
Rob
and
the
Seabass saw
robot
the
and Bob
alligators
the
and he went,
alien.
oh, yeah.
I didn't realize I was the Kool-Aid man.
You could be. Are you afraid of the Kool-Aid Man?
No. He's cool.
He's very cool.
No.
Are you afraid of the Kool-Aid Man?
No, not really. I never really saw ads with the Kool-Aid Man until my later years in life when I saw him as a
Became
teen.
80? Like what? Until my later years in life. I never ever
Like that
saw
man.
a Kool-Aid Man. That was a woman.
Like that woman.
You done goofed, son. Okay.
Wow.
So anyway, about irrational fears.
Irrational fear. I don't know if I have anything that's like super crazy.
Let's talk more about darkness.
We have puppets, darkness. Do you have any
Darkness.
phobia or special thing that...
I'm very afraid of the heights, I would say.
In the
Of
Heights.
specifically in the musical by Lin-Manuel Miranda. The concept of gentrification is horrific to me. That's what that's called, right?
Yeah,
it is.
gentrification.
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 I don't know.
It's gentrification.
So...
No, I've been afraid of heights, not for like my whole life, but from like 8th grade on, I want to say I've been afraid of heights. Oh, you know what the one that people always get mad at me about is I'm afraid of roller coasters
Right.
and like amusement park rides. Like some things I'm pretty okay with. Like I've been on roller coasters before, and I go on roller coasters like a real roller coaster, like once every maybe twice a year. And I hate it each time. I don't like it. I get off and I'm in a grumpy mood for the rest of the time, or possibly
You're doing something wrong
nauseous.
if you get... there's some Minecraft gamers. If you get off and you're in a bad mood.
Because I just don't. It's just. I don't even know if it's like I'm terrified of it.
He missed the joke.
It's just.
The look of realization. I wish you could see this, folks.
Nice. James is unhappy.
I didn't like that. He went. Nice.
No, but I'm always. I don't even know if it's like afraid. I just like really dislike it. You know? Like it's like I'm not like someone who doesn't like ice cream isn't afraid of ice cream. They dislike it. Like they'll eat it, but it's like they'll get off and they'll get off the ice cream.
Get off the ice
They'll
cream.
finish the ice cream and be like, well, that was a waste of space in my stomach. Could have put, I don't know.
Nacho cheese in there.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say. I don't know why you're pointing the mic to me.
Time.
Okay.
We're out of time. Will we resume?
We'll be resuming
Yeah.
in a bit. Thank you.
Okay.
Are you tired? Tired of back pain? Tired of being tired? Tired of your neighbor Jerry not inviting you to his goddamn barbecue? Then Ibuprofen is the product for you. Just 3 doses of Ibuprofen a day and all your troubles go away. That's right, Ibuprofen. The Q is silent. Now just 3 doses and your neighbor Ted will never bother you again.
And welcome back to Bloodied, our real crime podcast about exploring real crimes that happen in the Palo Alto area. Remember, today we are focusing on the man with
The green hat.
Green hat. A renowned serial killer of 1968. Who
He's very old at this point.
He rampaged through this area, killing thousands of innocent aliens.
Specifically of the shadow variety.
Hi everybody, welcome back. We had a slight technical difficulty. We are back in our favorite studio ever.
Oh yeah.
Nature.
Nature.
We
Shout out to
definitely-
I really
nature.
hope they have that background music playing.
I
really hope they can catch that.
I hope it's not copyrighted. Because we already did the census thing once. We cannot do it again.
Yeah.
Too much democracy in our videos. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. We did get kicked out. There was a coronavirus warning in our studio.
Yeah.
So
Becky, our sales representative, she unfortunately was Asian.
God, you guys have so much staff.
we want to keep we what is the word? We're an inclusive community here, but we do not tolerate the coronavirus, which was recently like given an official name. It was like C something with a C145. No, it was like I don't know. Let's do some research right now.
We don't have
You don't have
Wi-Fi.
internet.
Let's not do some research right now. No,
But you know who isn't inclusive?
who?
The U.S. Census Bureau. They don't hire Asians, apparently.
Yeah, apparently
yeah.
not. And you know what? I hate that personally for them. They're missing out on a lot of really fantastic, talented people. What
Lots of cheap
is
labor.
coronavirus?
Corona artillery disease?
Virus. COVID-19 is the
SOS
new thing. Yeah, so that's cool. Hope you're not afraid of that virus. What else do we have to say about fears, ladies and gentlemen, on this podcast?
Did either of you guys... You know how imaginary friends are a thing, right?
Oh,
Did either of you have
Yes.
an imaginary monster?
No.
No?
explain. I think
Like-
maybe, but explain.
For instance, I did. When it's very rare
Ah.
for me to have... That's the end of it.
Got it. I think I understand now.
Like, how every video game has a big final boss, and
Like
my
Bowie
very
Bowie?
Slender Man looking, but I imagined him up before I learned of the Slender Man, so he's my OC character,
Okay.
not a ripoff.
All right, of course.
He would
But he
always
is the
just,
Slender Man.
he's
in
a-
red.
I would always call him the White Man in Black because he's just a tall Slender Man in a black suit
Wow.
with no face.
This is a
he's
very-
literally the Slender
This is
Man.
a very common, apparently,
yeah.
scary thing.
Like, he never scared me himself, but he was always there. And anytime I had a nightmare or anything of the sort, like, he would just be there in the background, occasionally foreground.
I'm gonna judge in and say I was never. I was scared of Slender Man, but then I immediately was never scared of him again. when I saw this one clip of somebody playing like the Slenderman game. It's a game, right?
Yeah.
It's not a movie. Yeah. Somebody was playing the Slenderman game, and they saw him, and they said, "What the fuck? That man needs to eat a fucking sandwich." I immediately never was scared of that thing again. This is in like 6th grade. I should have been scared of it. I was scared of like Scooby-Doo at that point, but Slenderman, all he had to do was eat a sandwich, and it was not scary anymore. He literally, that was his first reaction. He said, "Oh my god, that dude needs to eat a fucking sandwich." There are kids here. Sebastian, you were saying about your imaginary monster, the man in the white man in black.
White man in black.
How
he
interesting.
was just
Very
my
topical for
boogeyman.
today's society.
Interesting. Because I've actually heard a very similar story. This did not happen to me personally, but to a friend of mine. I don't remember when I was told the story, but one of my friends, apparently when he was like very, very young, like 7th or 8th grade, he had this like crazy nightmare that involved a very creepy man that was very tall and had no face and
white?
He was a white man in a black suit. And like it was apparently a very it was a reoccurring dream where this like man would try and like so he would go into the dream, and like the man would like try and like reach out to him, and if he took his hand, it'd be like crazy super nightmare of like just super scary everything, like the worst nightmare he's ever had. And if he took his hand, this would happen. But if he tried really hard and willed himself like not to go with the Slenderman, he'd like wake up with the start. And this was like a reoccurring thing that happened to him like
Horrible.
every few years.
I think he's getting possessed by shadow aliens.
Probably.
Does he draw pictures of himself getting taken
not
by?
that I've seen. Maybe.
Has he ever been in the clearing in the forest with a friend, and then he wakes up in the hospital with burns?
No, at least again, not that I've seen. But yeah, this was just.
Does he have a walkie-talkie?
No, definitely not.
Oh, he's
I'm
not
sure
safe.
of that.
He's definitely not safe then.
Okay. And he was,
We gotta get him. We gotta get him one, you know.
and he was telling me about this, like, cause he had the dream the other night, and he was telling me, and he was like, it finally just came to me today that I just realized that was Slenderman, but like it was exactly Slenderman, but I'd never seen Slenderman the first time I had that dream.
Wow, the concept of Slenderman is just like
It's universal, apparently.
Yeah.
everyone's afraid of skinny people.
Skinny white people.
Skinny white people, apparently. Damn.
Sorry, Kyle Peterson.
I'm just thinking more about. People are scared of Kyle Peterson for other reasons.
Ooh.
Like his weird fingers, his bad humor,
Way he expresses affection.
his flaccid penis.
Same thing.
I'm trying to. I'm thinking more and more about that end credit scene with the walkie-talkie and that kid. What a stupid end credit scene to end your horror movie on. Because like Sebastian says, it totally changes the entire genre of the movie. It doesn't make you think about the horror. What was the final scene that you were talking about?
When the kid gets abducted?
Yeah, whatever. That's scary. But like, that's such a stupid, not horror movie. This kid screams at such a high pitch.
They're whistling. They're whistling. Look, they're whistling.
Oh.
I don't know who they're whistling.
like
That
it.
is whistling.
They're
Very good.
wolf whistling that guy.
He's like, damn. Single father for life, brother. Yeah. This is calling on the table.
This is gonna be crazy.
We are in the middle of a heated.
Maybe they're LARPing.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no.
I was a little sad that my.
I think they're summoning the ice cream man.
No way. Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah, look, he's looking right at him.
Ooh, ice cream man brings ice cream fans for the
What if he doesn't bring ice cream? What if he's their money laundering man?
ice cream man brings
That's a-
money launderer.
What is the concept of money laundering? What is that?
What, like loan sharks?
No, that's definitely not what money laundering is.
What is it?
Oh wait, no, it is. No. Wait, maybe I'm mistaking money laundering for something else, but I'm pretty sure it's
You guys know
when-
about that Lego set where they basically had people like money laundering in it? Like they had
What?
like they made like a Lego modular building. And then they had like a small storyline that was like hinted at. Just like not you didn't have to go along with, but like it was like something that they hinted at like when they were making the building. And it's basically a money laundering scheme because it has like these washing machines that like if you swing them out of the wall or something, there's like a ton of money like stashed behind there. Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah, money laundering is hiding money that was illegally obtained.
No. Okay.
Oh.
That's not okay.
That
What
is
that
not-
Lego thing is, that's not money laundering. Basically, what money laundering is,
That's
it's like
your Swiss bank account.
yeah, that's pretty much like your Swiss bank account.
That's what he just said. Yeah.
Oh, I was talking to you, not
Yeah.
him. He was correct. You were not correct.
Why am I not correct?
Because it's not hiding money behind laundry machines. That's just hiding money behind laundry machines.
No, that can be.
No, but it was like
It's a
it was
shitty method
it was
of hiding money.
it was illegal money though. is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they
okay. So like you like let's say you steal somebody's credit card.
Okay.
And like you commit credit fraud and you steal a bunch of money from this guy's bank account, right?
Okay.
So now you have this money, but he canceled the credit card.
But you
So
have
now-
the money.
But you have the money.
Yeah.
So this money is like illegal money.
Yeah, that's
And,
what they
like-
said. So that they're just hiding that money in a laundry machine. So it's money laundering.
That's so stupid.
Oh my god.
It was just a funny Lego pun, okay?
That's-
Can you
that's
chill?
not-
I
that's-
hate that I just now got the pun too.
Yeah, it's not specifically like, oh, we're being really in depth. It was a funny, ha, adults will get this because it's laundry machine and hiding money like a robber.
But they're
is
not
hiding money.
actually laundering any money.
They are.
It's
But it's like, they're not actually, but it's like money laundering as a pun.
I'd rather see actual money laundering in the Lego series.
Like you go to
Well,
the
then buy
Swiss,
the other set.
get the Swiss bank set and put the laundry machine in there.
Okay, fine.
That seems like a great place to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't talk about what?
Well, I was thinking we'd talk more about like not darkness as in the fear. Like, I want to talk about darkness.
Like the
Darkness?
Pokemon type?
No. Yes.
My old friend.
Yeah.
It's great to see them
Dark is
again.
my old friend. Tell me.
Well, like you know,
Darkrai is my favorite Pokemon.
Darkrai?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a good Pokemon in Super Smash Brothers. Very good.
you know,
I was playing casual with Milan last night. I'm trying to start up that tournament soon.
He's in Pokken
Darkrai
tournament.
can put
Yeah.
people into comas.
Yeah, he does that in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh,
That's his ultimate move.
that's his ultimate move.
That's his ultimate move.
Yeah.
He just sends a projectile at you, and it's a black hole, and it sends you to sleep.
But like it gives you like infinite nightmares forever, and then you die.
Well, the nightmare is getting hit with Lucina's fully charged forward smash right as you wake up. That's the real nightmare.
No. And that's it.
All right. Oh God, what's?
Cursor, I found
I'm
it.
so confused. What's happening? Say.
You've been abducted by, and the walkie-talkie. Ah!
The Absolute Idiot Podcast.